Hi guys, I'm Logan, the 64th Gear Jammer Skeele, founder of Advantage Diecast, and I'm welcoming you to the decorated Southside Warehouse for another Christmas edition of Toy Talk. The next few episodes are going to be this year in review. In this and the next video, I'm going to talk about some of my favorite Toy Talk episodes. You can find these videos with the links to the videos above me or over on my channel so you can watch the complete videos. I'm going to put the link up above at every time we come up with a new video. I made so many videos this year that I'm only going to talk about just a few of them. As you know, Toy Talk is dedicated to talking about all manner and scale of die-cast and resin toys, but is mainly focused on 1/64 scale cars, trucks, fire trucks, construction equipment, aerospace vehicles, and farm equipment. Guys, I've put a link to the full videos in the description below. Please go on and subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with all of my videos that'll be coming out next year. So, let's go on and get this ball rolling. Let's get started with episode 3, how to make your toy collection stand out and get really noticed by your friends and family. Now the big question is this: do you want a unique toy collection that is the envy of all your friends and fellow collectors worldwide? If so, you have come to the right place to learn about all things die-cast and resin. Follow along as I talk about the latest and greatest releases from the top manufacturers in the industry that will make your collection stand out from all the rest. My name is Logan, the 64th Gear Jammer Skeele, and this is Toy Talk. Let us pause the video a moment here. I wrote this piece because I really want your collection to stand out and get your friends to talk about them. Unique items related to your collections, regardless of scale, is one way to accomplish this goal. Moving on. What does a dream collection mean to you? To me, a dream collection may have many items in the collection, but may not be really interesting. By this, I mean the collection is very much like other collections, each having many of the same items. Therefore, not really interesting to the viewer, and it doesn't garner much attention. But you feel that after your friends have seen your collection, they have a ho-hum attitude. For example, they have the attitude the viewer might take of, if you've seen one toy truck collection, you've seen them all. Adding just a few items that are totally unique and fit into my truck collection. My truck collection is made up of all brands and scales. All kinds of trucks are represented, but I focused mainly on 1/64 scale and have many models in that scale. But I still got that ho-hum feeling from people who viewed my collection. Not until I added unique 1/64th model trucks to my collection did that feeling go away. That was important, but just kinda dull. Let's move on to another episode. Let us try episode 23. The Revell Toy Company, Origins of Models, Model Ships and Bottles, Wood and Plastic Model Kits. I found this episode to be quite interesting to make because model making began over 4,000 years ago with models of wooden ships. Model making dates back at least 4,000 years or longer. Perhaps the oldest models that are known are of wooden ships. The Egyptians buried ornate wooden ship models with their masters in the pyramid tombs. The Etruscans, the Phoenicians, and the Greeks also made models of their ships. We know this because they've been depicted on the ancient wall murals that we have found in those areas. It is thought that models of human and heavenly figures have been put inside bottles as far back as 1750. They were put there by monks in monasteries. Around 1850, clipper ships had as many as 7 masts and many, many sales. The date of the first construction of a ship in a bottle is unknown. Moving on through the centuries, past model salesman samples, models of houses, bridges, and all manner of things. Some models were made to see if it was feasible to build the real thing. Some were built at the pleasure of the model maker. Modern day models of cars and trucks and many other things come in pre-made or in kit form. With the advent of plastics, though, and the use of the injection molding machine, model kits turned quickly to plastic, and they were using cellulose acetate as that was one of the earliest plastics that was available for them. The 1960s saw a huge boom in the model kit business. Aurora, Revell, AMT, and Monogram took big advantage of this. American model companies, they began to make scale models back in the early days as promos for the automobile dealerships. Even back then, molds were very expensive to make, and the model makers had to come up with another way to be profitable. And their solution was to make model kits. And this kit business soon eclipsed the promos business. Imagine that. There's a whole lot more consumers out there than there are car dealers. Like today, the consumer was demanding more detail. And in order to stay in the business, the kit manufacturers increased their detail and increased their quality and made more and more realistic model kits. In 1950, Lou Glazer rebrands his company Precision Plastics as Revell. Revell then continued the Gallon & Gallon line of highway pioneers, the line of 30 cars that were being marketed at the time, and these were the first mass-produced automotive model kits. Revell's marketing plan for the highway pioneers was to market them at Woolworth's dime stores, and that's where they sold them for 69 cents a kit. Model building has been around for centuries. In modern times, Revell was one of the leaders in model kits and marketing. Now, let's switch up and talk about Greenlight Trucks with episode 31. Greenlight 1/64 scale Diecast Mack Anthem tractor trailer for the United States Postal Service. This video really surprised me as to how it took off. I didn't think the subject would be all that popular, but it sure got the views and the likes. Greenlight, they just keep making cool models, and today is kind of an exception. This one is another Mack Anthem tractor trailer, only this time it's painted in white and livery for the United States Postal Service. On the back, you can see a little bit of history of the United States Postal Service. More than 240 years of service at the USPS. Post Office Department was established in 1775. Zip codes began on July 1, 1963. In 71, the Post Office Department became the United States Postal Service. The USPS prints approximately 16.5 billion stamps annually. The USPS processes and delivers nearly half of the world's mail at 47%. Wow. With over 200,000 vehicles, the USPS is one of the largest civilian fleets in the world. The United States Postal Service receives no tax dollars for operating expenses and relies on the sale of postage, products, and services to fund its operations. That white is just striking on the Mack Anthem. You'll see it's got the bulldog hood ornament, that big Mack logo emblazoned right there in the grille, chrome, and it's got individual jewel style headlights with painted turn signals. The mirrors are painted black. It's got black seats, black interior. It's still a nice piece that any postal collector should have or any truck collector should have. The trailer here, it features an all die-cast construction with a plastic body or a plastic chassis underneath. But that's all right. The whole trailer and back doors are die-cast. It has a trailer number on the front and basic detail of a trailer right there. Underneath, it's got the kingpin. It's got the fold-down landing gear. But it's got a nice 10-hole pattern wheel that's painted black, and it's got soft rubber tires on them. It's got the DOT markings down the side, and it's got this little silver stripe down the bottom and at the top. The roof of the trailer is painted white. It's got that "We Deliver For You" there and the USPS Priority Mail logo. I hope you guys have enjoyed this trip down memory lane with me. I still can't believe how long ago that first video debuted on my channel and how far this channel, Toy Talk with Logan Skeele, has come in just a year. Thank you all for making the growth of my channel possible and joining me on this journey. To help make next year even better, please sponsor me over on Patreon. My page over there is going to be filled with exclusive content and even some behind-the-scenes videos to show you how the magic is done. Use the link in the description below to sign up. Now, these product reviews are all about value for your collection. So go on and click the link in the description down below and grab my free report on tips for valuing your collection. It gives you all the deets on how you can add pieces that will add future value to your collections. Go on and grab it at the link in the description below. And as always, please like, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell to get notified of all of my future videos. And please, go on and share this video with your friends. See you all on Tuesday for another look back at my favorite videos from this year. I'm Logan, the 64th Gear Jammer Skeele, closing up Advantage Diecast Southside Warehouse doors on another episode of Toy Talk.